Hey guys, thrilled to be here with our friend Krisha Zito, and she is the first of our holiday series, Holiday Heroes Among Us. I've watched Krisha do this project for a couple years now and have been so grateful to be a part of it, and it's just the town that comes around you and the support that does, the magnitude of an effort and the good that is spread. What a great job. Tell us about it. I know we've talked to you in the past, and this is I just want to bring attention to it, to what you do and behind the scenes, and thank everybody that's helped, and thank you. And you know, as we're knee deep in our kids' Christmas list, we realize how fortunate we are, and now this little bundle of love that you get to bring to these kids. So tell us all about it. Remind us.
And I will try not to cry.
Yeah.
So I've been doing it. This is our 6th year doing it with the Wrentham community, and it has been amazing. I started it when I actually participated in a group a few years ago, and I just knew we could have a bigger impact. So when I moved to Wrentham just about 6 years ago, I started this. And we deliver one of these bags to every child living in a homeless shelter. I wish we could do it for all kids, and I think that's ultimately my goal.
Yeah.
But this year we're delivering to 767 children. And in each bag is a cute little stuffy, a new pair of pajamas, a new blanket, and a new book.
Yeah, and so having, participated on this Saturday morning just to see these people come together, and it's so eye-opening to put together these bags and know that this may be the only
item that they have. I mean, a lot of these kids, it is heartbreaking because, I can get emotional too. I think when my kids, we buy them all our pajamas, and I'm like, my kids' pajama drawer is overflowing, and I think these children have this one pair, potentially, of pajamas, and it's just heartbreaking, but it makes you feel really good about what you're doing too.
So how many kids this year?
767.
Across how many shelters?
So there is, I think, a total of 7, but that 7th has 450 children. There's like 20 different locations that one location houses.
Yeah.
So.
And as this has grown for you, I mean, we see our shelters in Mass being at capacity, and just knowing the difference that you're making. Help us understand, Krisha. Like, I, of course, follow what you do, and I see it all on Rent the Moms and whatnot, but when do you start planning? What does this look like?
Sure. So I think at the end of September, beginning of October, I start to call the shelters. We've been working with the same 4 or 5 shelters for the full 6 years, and just added that really large one last year. So I call all of them every single year, ask them if they participate, and of course they're just overly excited about participating. And then they have about 3 to 4 weeks to get me their list of children.
Okay.
The list of children can flex because they sometimes get new children that join the shelter in between times, but we're pretty good about taking them on. And then I very quickly, in 24 hours, put the list together on Sign Up Genius, which is more stressful than you think.
Yep.
And then Wrentham moms and community pull together and adopt. It used to kind of adopt quickly within 10 hours, but now that we have this many, I mean, it took us, I think, 3 days this year, but 3 days, 767 children. And
watching too your posts of just keeping people moving, of what they need for drop off, and obviously between this room, your own dining room, your family has embraced this tradition.
Oh, yes.
And what a great lesson for your kids.
Yes, my children are fully involved this year. I mean, they have been taking in all the bags. I was away for work. They took in all the bags off the porch for me. Anthony's responsibility was getting all the bins set up for me this year, so they're definitely a part of it.
And I see the sheets set up for Saturday's volunteers. And how many people do you expect on Saturday?
So we have about 19 joining on Saturday, which is almost double what we've had. But I know so many people in the community want to help pack the bags. So I'm going to open it up a little bit and see how chaotic it gets, and hopefully we can add more.
But you can tell, like, the people who have been here or not, they're like, all right, here's what we do, here's where we go. So hopefully that continues to breed momentum. In talking to you, and like I said, I see things on Rent the Moms, but you're always so clear to thank the team. So who else has helped? What's different this year?
So I think this year we had a lot more donations of bins, and I have to specifically call out my neighbor, Julie, who has donated 36 of the bins this year. It's a lot, and I needed way more than that. I think we ended up having about 70 bins total to help keep it organized in my home. But really, really amazing. My friend Betsy, her husband, his company is donating a truck with a driver to drive the 450 bags to the Boston shelter, which is significantly helpful. Last year we had 5 or 6 cars going, and we had to have a police detail help take care of our cars, because it's just awkward when you're in the city and like getting everyone in there. And then the police actually had helped bring in the bags last year as well,
That's
which
great.
Sheena's husband actually helped with that.
Oh, that's great.
And then this year I had people helping me with the tags. Usually I hand write all of my tags, which takes hours and was 767.
Yeah.
So one of my friends did all the labels for me this year. So we've had a lot of help.
Yeah, you seem to grow with the numbers growing, like with
Yes.
your systems.
Yeah, and I think next year, I mean, I want to continue to help more children, but I think we can only do so much with our community. I think there's more that we have to like go out and ask for help from organizations
Yeah,
or
right.
I don't know yet. But
Yeah, and like you
gotta figure
said,
it out.
Saturday having close to 20 volunteers here,
Yeah.
which is phenomenal. And at a certain point, you run out of space,
That's
to
right.
do that too,
Right.
and keep it efficient. So rely on the experience. Well, thanks again. I mean, great community togetherness. It's been so beautiful to watch it come together on Wrentham Moms, and everybody's excited to rally around you again.
I'm super excited. Thank you.